Welcome, everybody. Delighted to be able to say that Lindsey Burrow is joining us on the 22nd of January at our fifth MND fundraiser lunch at the Allianz Stadium in Twickenham. And so I've took the very cheeky opportunity in between her running around after three kids, running around in a three-legged race across three counties. Tell me more about that in a minute. Running around 745 games, that she's got time to speak to me. How you doing?
Yeah, really good. Thank you, Paul. Really good. It's
Good.
been a busy couple of weeks. We've had the 745 game, and we've had the opening of the MND Centre. So again, just it's really positive, and just continuing to try and keep Rob's legacy alive.
Before we go to that, so tell everyone what you're doing tomorrow, because this is crazy.
So tomorrow I'm taking on the extra leg 1,000-mile challenge for BBC Children in Need. So I will be walking 3 counties, 30 miles, three-legged with Lucknore's Amy Garcia.
I have no words for you. I genuinely have no words for you. You are extraordinary and remarkable. And I think everybody who's followed yours and Rob's story over the course of the last couple of years will be utterly in awe of your resilience, your continued sense of humour, sense of humility, and just genuinely what a wonderfully brave family you all are. Obviously, there was the opening of Rob's Centre in Seacroft in Leeds last week. Talk to me a little bit about that and what that means for you.
Yeah, really excited to see the centre open. So this was a pipeline dream 5 years ago when Rob and his consultant, Dr. Jung, came up with the idea of opening a specialist flagship MND centre. And through the generosity and kindness of over 17,000 people, we managed to raise the target of £6.8 million to build the building, which was achieved last December, so almost a year ago. Over the last 12 months, people have continued to donate, and they've raised a further £1.5 million, which is now going into research at the centre. So they've got 2 research trials that's looking at early diagnosis using AI technology. They've got a research nurse that's been funded by the Leeds Hospital charity. So this is just giving patients hope. It's a centre that's specially built. It's a safe haven for patients, and to know that there's research going on in the centre is a real hope for many patients that they didn't have 5 years ago.
And of course it gives hope to patients, but it gives an awful lot of calm and reassurance to the families too, which I know is something that was particularly important to Rob. What do you think this is going to do for the families of those that are suffering?
I think it's going to make a huge difference. Nobody looks forward to going into hospital, but having a centre that's purposely built, that's got good accessibility, you don't have to worry about taking your children because there's a family room there, there's arts and crafts for the children to do, there's a quiet room. Everything has been thought of with the patient at the very heart of the centre. I remember when Rob received his diagnosis and we had to walk out through a busy waiting area where you just felt like everyone's eyes were on you, and they've designed it so that you can go out straight out of the centre into the car park, or you can go into one of the quiet family rooms and have that reflective time for anyone that's newly diagnosed. So patients are really at the heart of the centre, and Rob ultimately wanted to just help people, and I think this centre is definitely going to do that.
Absolutely. Talking of patients and families, we can't not talk about Lewis Moody. Your heart, I'm sure, must go out to him and his wife and his kids. You more than anyone understand what they're going through right now.
It does. It's heartbreaking. I was absolutely devastated hearing the news when Lewis was diagnosed, and it brought back lots of memories. When Rob did his first interview, and firsthand what the family's going through those first few weeks. For me, it was really difficult. Simple things. I just couldn't function. I had no appetite. I wasn't sleeping, and it was the same, for Rob as well. And the prospect of having to tell your children that the dad had a life-limiting condition was really tough. But it was actually the meeting with Doddy when he came back and said, right, there's no more tears now. And Doddy instilled so much confidence in Rob, and he gave him the hope that he needed at a time when he needed it. And Rob and Doddy became great friends. Remember Doddy coming down with his little basket of Guinness and shoelaces for Rob to tie, and adapted cutlery. It was a giant of a man. Rob used to call him the big giant, but heart of gold, and became a good friend over the years.
So here's the ask. 22nd of January, as I've said, we are holding our 5th MND fundraiser at Twickenham. The money is being split between the Leeds Hospital charity, the My Name's Doddy Foundation, and we're making a donation to the Burrow family too. It's a 4-course meal with a champagne reception and wine, and 20 ex-professional rugby players from both rugby league and rugby union have all come together for free, I hasten to add, to support this event. If you've been before, you know the deal. If you haven't been, please do consider coming along. Lindsey is going to be our guest of honor. You get to meet the crazy lady who walks up mountains with one leg tied behind her back. And it's going to be hopefully a genuinely spectacular day. Over the course of the last 4, we've raised £80,000. I am desperate to hit that 100 grand this year. So if you are interested in joining, we do still have some places available, and I would encourage you to come along. Lindsey, this is your second time coming along. What would you say to anybody who's considering coming?
Just do it. It's a great event, really good. I urge anyone, if you're thinking about it, just come along. January is a tough month for everybody, isn't it? It's just after Christmas, but it's a real feel good. You get the all inside gossip. You get to mingle with ex-players, ex-professional players from both codes. It's a lovely meal. Get all the inside gossip. It's great. Just if you're thinking about doing it, please come along. I urge you to buy the tickets to support the cause. As say, an incredible 80,000 has been raised already. Let's try and hit that target with your support. So please come along, come and join us. It'd be great to see you there.
Lindsey, thank you so much. If anyone was considering it, they're definitely made their mind up now. I'm going to let you go, pick up kids, train for 3-legged walks, do all the other crazy things you're doing, and I will catch up with you very soon.
Amazing. Thanks, Paul. Thank you.
Take care.